everyone, and welcome again to another episode of the LS Talk. In this episode, we'll be discussing the challenges a woman of color might face in the UK or in a foreigner country. In order to discuss this further, today we have with us a very inspiring woman who left everything behind her in Ghana and came here to the UK to start a new journey in international journalism. She was a TV producer, and here she is starting her career as a journalist. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Yourself? How are
I'm
you?
good. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Your story is very inspiring, and
Thank
we want to
you.
know more about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Thank you so much. So sweet of you. So sweet of you. So, the first thing I want to ask about is what are the main challenges a woman of color might face in UK?
To be honest, I haven't really faced any challenges.
Really?
Yes, the UK is such a lovely place. Yeah, I keep saying it.
Yeah.
British people are overly nice.
Good.
I don't think I've faced any, and I don't know if I will face any.
Yeah.
But then I think sometimes the issues have to do with someone just disliking you, and they may not even be from this place. It's just like a normal dislike. And
Yeah.
I think you shouldn't even bother about it. Just keep moving. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice that you are looking at it from this perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice that you are looking at it from this perspective, and I'm so happy that you didn't face any challenges so far. But did you face anything a culture shock or something that you did not
Yes.
expected, and then
Yes.
Yeah.
So much. So many. So the first day I got here,
uh-huh.
I came from Birmingham
Uh-huh.
to Leeds,
Uh-huh.
and then when I got to the train station, I had to pick an Uber or a taxi to this place, and I was told the taxi have a time they come, and I'm like, really? In Ghana, I could just stand in the middle of the street and just wave my hand, and a car stops, and I just get into the car. There is
Yeah.
no time for when a car comes, when a car leaves. I have to stand. And I said, okay, so I have to pick an Uber. So when I picked the Uber, I had cash on me.
Yeah.
I told the Uber driver that I'm going to pay cash. She said, no, we don't do cash here. It's cashless. I said, oh my God, why am I? I'm really like in a foreign land, because
Yeah.
I was so confused. Everybody was saying, you don't do this, we don't do this, we don't do that, we don't pay in cash. It was so strange to me. So the Uber driver, God bless him wherever he is, he took me on the journey freely.
For free.
Yes, he
Yeah,
brought me
that's
here.
so nice of
And he
him.
just said, return the favor.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh,
why
that's
I keep
so
saying,
sweet.
yeah, people are really nice around this place.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are
yeah.
very nice. Though they can ask you, how are you, for like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And I will see, you
That's-
ask me,
Yeah.
how am I in the morning? You've asked me in the afternoon. You pass by me, you just ask me, what is going on?
So
I say,
you're
"No, no,
really
no, no."
enjoying it.
I'm just asking, yes, I become used to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then another thing was the fact that in Africa, in Ghana per se, you can't be smoking on the street. You can't do that. But in this place, you see people, everybody is living their lives. And it's so interesting to see that. And, you wouldn't even ask, when you ask somebody for their opinion, in my country, Ghana,
Uh-huh.
you wouldn't even ask for anybody's opinion of you. They'll give it to you freely. So let's say you want to dress in a mini skirt, immediately you get out of your door, someone will ask, this skirt is not good for you. But if you ask somebody from the UK or a foreigner what he thinks about your dress, the only thing they will say is, are you comfortable with it? If
Yeah.
you're comfortable, I think that's fine. They
That's
don't
a very
give,
good thing.
they feel if you are okay with it, then just go with it. And I find it's kind of like a bit strange, because where I'm coming from, you wouldn't even ask. They'll offer it freely. They'll offer all the negative things they want to say about you freely. But this place, they just won't. They'll just say, if you are okay with it, then that's it.
Yeah, maybe because you are facing more of risks back home. I'm not sure, but is sexual harassment a thing back home?
No, so the way people, I'm having a course on diversity and equality.
Yeah.
It's just to teach, especially international students,
Yeah.
how to relate around this place.
Yeah.
So the way where we come from, the way we see sexual harassment is different. I think it's totally different from the way people from other places see sexual harassment. So from places like Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, even Uganda is a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
The way they see sexual harassment is different from the way people from
How do
the
you define
UK, the
it?
America. So let's say I'm walking on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can call me. They can have a chat. They can whisper, and it's fine.
Uh-huh.
I don't see it as sexual harassment.
Yeah.
But the people from different parts of the world
Yeah.
see it as such.
Yeah, I see like men intervening while I am walking and talking to me as kind of sexual harassment. But
You see?
yeah, but I totally agree with you on the point that back home the street is owned by men. Like a man can approach you in so
Exactly.
many ways.
Yes.
Here, the street is owned by both of us in a way that you will not have to face any negative looks, any kind of judgment, or any even like no one would come to you, would talk to you. Like this is not common here in the UK,
Yeah,
which is good,
that's
I
the
guess.
thing. And I think but in Ghana they will approach you in the right way. Yes, that's the word. In the right way. Ask for your number. And I think lots of people have gotten their life partners out of that. So
Yeah.
we don't really see it as sexual harassment.
You don't
Yes.
see?
No, it only becomes sexual harassment when it gets to stalking. You tell him, no, I'm not interested in your conversation, and they keep stalking you, they keep following you,
Yeah.
they keep following you, and it's very rude. I remember I once went to Caregate to shop.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was coming back, we have something in the media called representation. I think it's called pornography of Africa or something.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about how the Western media portrays Africans. So you normally see children with their bones all up, hungry,
Yes.
very malnourished, and you think
Yes.
that's what all Africa is all about. You see
Yeah.
beggars on the street and everything. So I came here, we were having a postgraduate study, and we were talking about cultural shock, and I told my program leader that before I came here, I thought begging was an African thing. Honestly, I thought
It's
it was,
international, my dear.
I honestly thought maybe it wasn't even in Uganda, South Africa. I thought maybe it's a Ghanaian and a Nigerian thing. Honestly, till I came here, everywhere I pass, you can count about 3 or 4 people on the street. And I'm like, what's going on? So we've been portrayed in the wrong way for a long time. So I think
Yeah.
it's time we also change the narrative, show the positive side from where we are coming from. It's
Yeah.
very necessary.
Yeah.
One time a beggar walked to me. So this is where the stalking comes in. And he says, I didn't even hear him. But then I was thinking he was trying to help me. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want it. No, he was asking me for money. He said, do you have change? And I said, no. He said, get away. Don't remember. Life is a whatever. And he's just trying to say
I
that
understand.
it may happen to me. And I'm like, no,
It
won't
happened to
happen
you here
me.
in the UK,
Yes.
right? So you were shocked that like the way the Western was portrayed in your eyes is very different from the reality.
Exactly.
Actually, I can relate to that because I expected the UK to be way better technologically speaking than where I come from, Morocco.
Oh,
I
okay.
expected that the gyms will be fancy, everything will be high speed because it's a highly industrialized country. But then, no, it's not. It's not as good as I expected.
But you
It's
see,
like back home.
your observation is also different from mine.
Yeah.
I also thought like everything would be, but I came here and I think they are far advanced from where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Africa, we are getting there. Ghana,
Yeah.
we are getting
Yeah, yeah,
there.
yeah.
We don't even do cashless. We do everything cash.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
are getting
yeah,
there.
yeah,
here.
yeah.
But this place, anything you have to do, even if you want to hold a meeting with someone, the person says, let's do it on Zoom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you people meet at all, like in physical? Do you meet at all in person, one-on-one? Because
Yeah.
everything is like online. Everything you have to do is online.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want this, I have to do it online. And sometimes it's interesting. It opens the door for you to learn new things and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a student who came here to the UK in order to study, I think you had to face this detachment.
Yeah.
What was the price you paid in order to come here freely?
Okay, so my mom was very happy. Initially, I was thinking about it. You know, when you start and then you get the application, you are hyper, you are happy.
Yeah.
So it started dawning on me, and I'm like, whoa, I'm really leaving the house. So I spoke to my mommy about that. I feel like not coming. She said, really? You are going in for this big dream of yours? Doors will begin opening. Just give it a shot. So she spoke about me. She spoke to me. She encouraged me, and then everything, I had to just try and then just look at the positive side
Yeah.
of all that.
So you didn't have to drop anything or to like
My work,
your
my
work.
friends, my family. I had to
Yeah.
leave everybody back and then come. So the first day I came here, they were having a welcome event. I cried.
Yes.
At a welcome
Because you
event.
lose all
Yeah.
the stability, all the things you are used to, and then you have to
Yes.
face a new world.
Exactly. I cried.
Yeah.
So after that, I called my mom. She said, no, you'll be fine. No, you'll be fine. So the following day, I was really surprised that the following day that I went out, everything changed. People were really nice. Everybody was saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm
You
like,
are moving on.
"Oh,
You are
I'm not
moving
sure
on.
I'm at the wrong place." No, I'm not sure I'm at the wrong place. So
Yeah.
I just started picking up one after the other, one step at a time, picking up and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since you worked in the media back in Ghana, I
Yeah.
think it's really important to ask you about the representation of women in media. It, are women well represented there? Is there is any stereotypes, any issues?
Yes,
Yeah.
there are lots of issues. You see, when it comes to a woman in an African setting, they sacrifice a lot
Uh-huh.
for their family, for everybody around them. So if it comes to even the media, you see the men being in position than the women
Okay.
because of the things they do, their care work. So giving them those kind of positions raises question of will she be able to play those responsibilities, taking into consideration that she's a woman.
Yeah.
Let's say you give her a managerial position, she has to be at work as early as 7. She's also thinking about her family and all that. So it raises lots of questions. And even when you want to go for higher education, people start raising their balls at you like, you're a woman.
Yeah.
Your place is... We are not yet there. I think we are moving gradually. But people still have that primitive thought that a woman's position is in the kitchen. I think
Yeah.
gradually, yes, we are moving
I hear that
away
too.
from... Yes, we are moving away from that in a bit. But then it affects women in every aspect of their life. Even in...
Yes.
When you look at our parliament, we just have like 20% representation being
Of
women.
women, yeah.
Yes. And even the affirmative bill is yet to be passed. I have a friend who works on just gender. She's in the media, so she works on just gender. She was able to put up a gender desk to advocate for women in Ghana. So I think we are moving forward.
Baby steps, baby
Yes,
steps.
yes.
I heard that it's still an issue mainly in African countries that women who will be in the cinema, the movies, or the media will be light-skinned women because it's commonly believed, which is a wrong belief, all women are beautiful, that the light skins will look better because of this westernized way of looking in a way.
Yes, yes. So especially with acting, they prefer light-skinned women because they feel they are camera friendly. But that also, I think, is changing because you are seeing the likes of Lydia Forson, Yvonne Nelson, most of them who are dark skin, changing the narrative. Even from where I come from, I was a TV producer. And then a lot of people, I think it's changing. It deals with the person's intelligence, her capabilities, and then her confidence. Because I was a TV producer, and then we had so many news presenters.
Yeah.
And most of the times when I have to do the scheduling and put people on board, I'm looking at the one that can really implement the script she has, that can ask the right questions, that can help solve issues, not the color. So most times you see me putting those in colors like really behind because I know they brought them in because of their camera friendly and all of that. But when you go deeper into the issues, they don't really do the job.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want people who are intelligent,
Based
who
on
are
merit.
confident, exactly,
Yeah.
to be able to perform the duty. And they are very beautiful. The African skin is beautiful. Because of that, I think a lot of people used to be bleaching. And when you see the end results, it's pathetic.
Yeah, that's a real issue in African countries about the bleaching. It's also common in North Africa. It's like women using these products in order to get whiter, or is it right?
Yes,
Is it the definition of it?
I don't know. They call it toning. They have so many definitions for it so that I don't feel like they are bleaching. So they don't see bleaching as in like anything in the negative sense. It's just about whitening the skin. They have so many names they used to call it: skin whitening, skin toning, but it's all the same. The end result is pathetic, and you have skin discoloration. That's something, it's very bad, and it has health implications too.
Yeah, it hurts the skin for sure.
Yes.
It's something enormous to do on your skin.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you know any people from your surroundings who would do that, who would dare to do that?
Yes, a lot. My family, half of my family members are very fair and half are dark. I took after my father. So I have friends who have bleached. And you know, it's a process. You won't see the results now. It starts building up. It starts building up. So by the end, you're like 5 or 10 years into the game. There's nothing you can do about it. Your skin is totally destroyed. You won't have it as natural like this. It will be wrinkled. darker than it's used to, the natural skin.
What?
It's something else. And then even your face, this side will become like it's bent. You know when someone gets bent,
Yeah.
the way it looks like it's 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 nastier than
Yeah.
anything you can
But
think
it's like
about.
10 years, 10 years. How much money and like time would you invest in this
People do
process?
even their whole life, and when they see the results, they just keep going on. They don't really care
Oh God.
because they know maybe if it's on their face, they can just use foundation or something to cover it up. But then I think you should also think about the health side because there is skin cancer, there is all those things. So because of that,
Sure, yeah.
Ghana banned bleaching creams.
Yeah, so it's penalized by the law
Yes,
to buy or to sell the
exactly.
bleaching creams or
Yes,
both.
both.
Okay.
To buy, to sell in any way, anything concerned with bleaching is illegal. But they still find their way into the market. They still
Yes.
find their way into the market. I know people who use relaxing hair relaxer, mix it with their cream,
Uh-huh.
and then they put it on their body.
Oh God.
And it's something else because if I'm in Ghana, I don't even apply pomade on my skin because it's so hot, and I'm going to apply. It's something else. When I came here, I started finding it difficult because anytime I don't use cream, my skin becomes very white, like it becomes very white and dry. So I started using it, and I'm gradually getting there. But people really have time for that. They'll sit in their homes, get time, apply the cream every part of
It's
their
a very
body.
long process.
Yeah, it's
lot
a
of
work
time.
on its own, and I have a lot of things to do.
So
I don't have time for
so
that.
people are really convinced about the importance of getting like lighter in a way when it comes
Yes.
to the skin tone.
Yes.
From where is it coming, this ideology? Is it because of like the globalization? So we see a lot of women, Western beautiful women, of course, like being models or being Miss.
Yes, yes.
So young women are attracted to this skin tone.
And I think it's also from socialization, the way they've been socialized from their upbringing. But I think the narrative is changing. It's changing. People are appreciating themselves more.
Yeah.
So when you come to the media, like I said before, we are getting more people dark skin who are on the screens, and they look very beautiful.
Yeah, of course.
And intelligent than even the fair one. No offense, but then that's the truth. They look very beautiful.
Yeah.
They have their confidence. They say things. We get the questions. We get our answers that we want, and then we move on. So I don't think anything to have to do with your skin is really should be anything of big concern
Yes.
to you. It's really not all that important.
The way I see it is that the global media and these platforms who are like really impacting the world, like they are also holding this responsibility to raise awareness first by being very, very inclusive to all to all types of colors, because women should understand, and they need to understand, and they need to embrace their beauty through also what they see on the media.
Exactly.
So it's important for the mainstream media, the big producers, film producers, or TV shows. They need to feel this responsibility that not only people, for example, from the West or from the US are watching this content, but also other women. So they should be in their content in a way. They
Yes.
should be represented because they are targeting the wide world. So they
What
should
you
be.
just said just reminded me of Beyonce's Brown Skin Girl. Yeah, we used to sing that song because it's not just a song.
Yeah.
It ties you to something like your heritage, where you are coming from.
Yeah.
I don't see it as just a song. It speaks volume.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
having your skin like pearls, I mean, who wouldn't love pearls? It's worth more than even pearls. But then I think it speaks volumes. It's just to try to let you know that you are beautiful in so many ways. And I'm
Yes.
really particular about the end result because it destroys you. I've seen lots of people, it destroys you. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it. It destroys your face. Everything about you, it destroys you.
But then maybe a person might argue that if you can bleach your hair, if you can get it lighter, the way I did, and it harms your hair, why a person cannot bleach her skin or Like, go further with the steps.
I think there's a difference.
What's the
I
difference?
dyed my hair gold some time back. I didn't have any health complications.
Uh-huh.
But then when you put it directly on your skin, you
Yeah.
put something
It's riskier.
as acidious as that's containing so much acid
Yeah.
on your skin.
That's so true.
Yeah, just imagine. It's like putting the bleach that we use for our clothes.
Yes.
Just imagine how when you pour bleach on your skin,
Yes.
it reacts.
Yeah.
So you keep doing that. It keeps getting worse. It wears it off. And then you destroy yourself. I don't know. I've seen, maybe I should bring pictures, but then I've seen lots of people with that, what they end up with when they
Yeah.
bleach their skin.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It's so sad. It is.
Yeah.
It is sad again to say this. Like, it's really horrible.
It's horrible.
Like, what the government is doing to limit this phenomena, regardless of the punishment. The punishment, like, it's like the end of the solution. But like, are they raising awareness?
Yes, they
Is
are.
civil society also involved in this issue?
Yes, they are. A lot of them are. The government is actually trying their possible best to raise awareness, putting laws, regulations to help curb it. But then people keep finding means and ways of bringing those products
Breaking
into
the
the
law.
country. And,
Yeah.
We have we are part of the, how do you call them? ECOWAS. We are neighboring countries. So we don't know how those products get into the country because most of them are from
The black
other
market.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's quite difficult to
Control
it. But then I think most of the solution also has to do with the individual.
Yeah.
In the end, it's not the government that will suffer. It's you. Because yes, if you end up with a skin cancer or any other health condition, it's not the government.
Yes.
You only create more problems in the hospitals because people with more serious health issues who had no fault at bringing those health issues to themselves would find it's very difficult to find places in the hospitals to take care of them because Ghana's health system is not all that good. It's not the best. It's very limited. They'll find issues finding hospital beds, and you that created that issue for yourself, we're competing with those people.
Yes.
Do you get it? So I think it depends on the human being. Are you ready to try to bring all those things on yourself? Are you ready to change?
And also raising awareness in a way, because the government might or the civil society might play a major role in this, like talking to, because we grow up with these concepts. We grow up about a certain model of beauty, and we all want to reach it. And this is a very complex topic when it comes to women wanting to become someone
You can
that
never
they are
become
not.
that person.
Exactly.
Yes.
But like you grew up watching this, you grew up living with this in a way or another, hearing this, and what the people might say to you also like impact your personality in your life. And I think that it's an issue of a society as a whole, to embrace, to encourage, to accept how we look.
Exactly.
It's fine.
Exactly.
It's not that it's fine. It's beautiful the way
You know,
it is.
since I came here, when someone sees me, I like your skin. I like this. You look like a model. You look like this. And I'm like, no, I'm not a model. And then they keep telling you, oh, you're so beautiful. I said, thank you. So imagine if I had bleached and I had those issues, how would I feel about myself? Your confidence would be totally
shaken.
Exactly.
And you will lose yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, you will lose yourself in a way because you come with a heritage, you come with a personality, you come from Ghana, and like this is how you thrive as a person.
Exactly.
You don't need to be someone else. You don't need to be white. It's more about who you are and like living the way you are.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was so fun talking to you about all these topics, honestly. And thank you for giving us this insight about Ghana, about how it works, about the challenges you have met, about everything. And I'm so happy that you are having a very beautiful experience in the UK.
Yes,
I'm
thank
happy
you.
for you. I'm really happy for you. So this came to an end. Thank you so much to our viewer. Yeah, tell me.
Before you end,
sure.
one thing I want to hit on just climate change.
Yeah,
because
sure.
A lot of people from Africa, a lot of people from Ghana are really suffering. Meanwhile, we are the least emitters. So in our own small way, I think if the world needs to change, it depends on you and I. So in our list more way, what can we do? Cut
Yes.
back on flying, plant more trees,
Yes.
be eco-conscious,
Yeah.
care for each one another. Just think about what your actions can cost on people back in my country.
Yeah.
And then just do your possible best that you also contribute to the beautiful world that we want to
Yeah.
have. So we have to end those climate disasters before they end us. We need to put in some efforts here.
I will make sure I will dedicate an episode about climate change and
Thank you
discuss
very
it
much.
yes.
Yes.
further for sure. Thank you
Yes,
so much
I'll
for
be
your
so-
insight.
Thank
Thank you. Can I close now?
Yes, you can.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. So here we had a very beautiful story, a very encouraging story to all women out there to embrace the persons they are and to be themselves. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for hearing us. And bye bye to the next episode. Bye bye, family.